Hello there people, my name is Amanamaz and I just finished watching Obi Wan Kenobi on Disney+. There was a lot of hype with this show, as everyone wanted Ewan McGregor back as Obi-Wan in some form, and they included Hayden Christensen in a lot of the marketing and promotional stuff, so Disney set themselves up for something big. Now, did it live up to the hype? Yes, no, maybe, meh, it was a bit of everything, at least from a certain point of view. I will be going into spoilers by the way, so here's your warning. And if you could give a like and subscribe, that would be very nice of you. So to quickly describe what went on in the show, Princess Leia gets kidnapped as bait to lure Obi-Wan out by the Inquisitors, and Obi-Wan has to go off Tatooine to rescue her. It has a lot of heist elements in the show which I liked. Did they nail it like Rogue One? Probably not, but it was still okay. And I like the world hopping they did because my god, Tatooine has been so overused. Each place they went to was completely different and felt unique. They made Alderaan look beautiful before it blew up, of course. Now, we didn't watch this show mainly for the world building, or at least I didn't. All I wanted was the Obi-Wan Vader rematch, and I wasn't disappointed. Everything with Obi-Wan and Vader or Anakin on screen together was great. The chemistry between the two actors and characters was still there, and I got hit with a wave of nostalgia watching it. Though there was one flashback where they didn't de-age Hayden enough, or at all, because he was supposed to look like a Padawan but looked 40. But I'll let that slide. Both fight scenes they had were great, but in different ways. Like the first one was Obi-Wan who just reconnected with the Force and seeing Vader for the first time. And seeing Obi-Wan almost in shock and being on the back foot while Vader is on the offensive was pretty great to watch. And I think the second one was even better, with Obi-Wan becoming stronger in the Force again, and having more of an even fight was just awesome. There was this one moment where essentially Obi-Wan becomes an earthbender and uses a lot of boulders to throw at Vader, which was cool. But I think the best moment was when Obi-Wan cuts Vader's helmet and the dialogue was Hayden and James Earl Jones like at the same time, which is something they've done before in Rebels, but watching it as live action it was just better. And seeing Obi-Wan react to hearing Anakin's voice and seeing what's underneath the mask was just sad, but in a good way. It's like he's no longer in denial about Anakin and that he's truly dead. Now the problem with how this show handled this was that there wasn't enough. I kinda hoped to see more flashbacks of them interacting, like during the Clone Wars, at least once, before they meet for the first time in Episode 3. I mean the show Episode 3, not Revenge of the Sith. So yeah, they could have done with showing more flashbacks to build up to the rematch. Another criticism I know many people had with the show, and me included, was that too much time was spent on Leia and Reva. I thought she got so much hate for no reason, and most of it stemmed from being, air quotes, being woke as she's a black woman. When really she had an interesting backstory surviving Order 66 as a youngling, and even being stabbed by Vader in the Jedi Temple, and had the motivation to kill Vader herself, but she joined the Inquisitors to do so. Granted, they spent too much time on filler moments with her, instead of showing how she survived, or how she joined the Inquisitors, which would have enhanced her character a lot. But she wasn't as bad as some people make her out to be, though she should have died, as she pretty much figured out Luke is Vader's son. But with rumours of a season 2, it should happen then. The weaker episodes were probably 2 and 4, as they felt like filler, but the ending with 5 and 6 made up for it. I think the main problem with the show is that it's locked in a time period where they can't do anything outside the norm because of canon. So it felt like there wasn't much at stake. Everything with Luke and Leia filled in nice Easter eggs with how they got to know Obi-Wan, but they also hindered the story a bit because of their importance in the future. So I think to improve for season 2 that they have to base the season on something we don't know the end result of and go more in depth with characters we've just met. Like a lot of new side characters had potential, like a spy working inside the Empire and a smuggler helping families with Force sensitive kids escape, but these characters come and go after an episode or two. I'm going to list off what else I like quickly. The themes are great as always. John Williams' themes are just iconic and I'm glad they brought them back. The cameos were a nice surprise. Seeing Palpatine and Qui-Gon should have been expected, but I'm surprised they put them in, and I'm glad they saved it for the end. Oh, one last thing. I think most people can agree that the Star Wars franchise under Disney has been hit or miss, or divisive to say the least, but I think we can all agree that they handled Darth Vader very well. Like him killing innocent people in a village just to lure out Obi-Wan. The guy snapped a boy's neck after killing his father, and manhandling Reva when she tries to kill him. He just toyed with her and it really put across how powerful he really is. And that's just from this show, I'm not even including Rogue One or Fallen Order. So yeah, I think Disney have done a good job at making him a monster and someone to be terrified of, but that's just me. If I had to give it a rating, it would be a 7 out of 10. It was good, but it could have been better, and I think my hype for the show somewhat ruined my expectations for it. And I hope for season 2, if that happens, they take what worked and focus on that. But anyway, let me know what you think in the comments. A like and subscribe will greatly be appreciated, and I shall see you next time, and peace.